convert negative 3 comma 3 radical 3 into polar coordinates, but this one has a special instruction about r. Your r value has to be negative, and the theta should be between 0 to 2 pi. Now, if this condition wasn't there, this is how one would find the polar coordinates. You just simply do r as square root of negative 3 squared plus 3 radical 3 squared, and that's going to be 9 plus 27, which is square root of 36, which is equal to 6. So you get the r value of 6, and then because this is in the second quadrant, right? If x is negative and y is positive, it's somewhere in the second quadrant. So using the theta equals to tangent inverse of y over x, 3 radical 3 over negative 3, and then you add 0, pi, pi, 2 pi. That's the convention, that's the alpha to add to the tangent inverse if you want your theta to be between 0 to 2 pi. So since it's in the second quadrant, we have to add a pi there. And you end up with tangent inverse of negative radical 3. Negative tangent inverse and tangent inverse and sine inverse are odd functions, so minus comes out. Whereas for cosine inverse, be careful, you can't pull the minus out for cosine inverse. Okay, but for tangent inverse and sine inverse, you can bring the minus out. And you should know that tangent of 60 degrees is equal to radical 3, so, and 60 degrees is pi over 3, so this would be minus pi over 3 plus pi, which is 2 pi over 3, or 120 degrees, okay? So we kind of see what's going on here. It's what you need to do is you have to go 120 degrees and go 6 steps to get to this negative 3 comma 3 radical 3. So this would be 6 steps. Okay. However, how would you make r as negative? Well, here's the idea. Instead of going to 120, try to go to negative 60, which is like direct opposite, right? So 60 plus 120 is 180. So there's a 180 degrees apart between these two angles. And then on this negative 60 degrees direction, if you go negative 6 steps, then that's like instead of going that way, you're going this way, and you end up with the same place. So what I'm trying to say is that if you were to write the answer in positive r, you would have had your answer as these two together would give you that you have 6 comma 2 pi over 3. But this polar coordinate is actually same thing as negative 6 and negative pi over 3. Now this is almost the answer they want, except that they want the angle to be between 0 to 2 pi, so you need to add a 2 pi to get a coterminal angle. And the answer to the question would be negative 6 comma 2 pi is 6 pi over 3 minus pi over 3, that's 5 pi over 3. So that is the answer, okay? This is the answer.